Hey, what is going on, guys? DK back at you with another video here for the NBA main slate here on Friday. We got a nice 9-game slate, so I'm gonna try to knock this video out real quick. Kind of run short on time. Last night, or technically tonight, was looking okay, and then Eric Spoelstra put Kelly Olynyk for 5 minutes. Thought I could trust. I don't know. I talked about in my video about can't trust Eric Spoelstra, but I really thought Kelly would play more than 5 minutes. So that was pretty frustrating, but. Okay, let's look into the slate for tonight. And so, at first glance here, honestly, the slate is pretty risky. There's a lot of games with potential blowouts. So a couple of games that I think could stay close or stackable will probably be Milwaukee at Washington, and then maybe Indy and New York. And Charlotte at Portland would probably be the Charlotte and Portland probably, and Milwaukee at Washington probably the two games that I think could stay close. Other than that, like Lakers, Utah. I mean, yeah, I think it'll be close, but not only the best game, stackable game. Chicago, Golden State, that's a blowout risk. Cleveland, Houston, blowout risk. Dallas, Minnesota, I guess you could stack that game. Indy, New York, obviously blowout risk. Portland, Toronto, blowout risk, and Atlanta, Philly, blowout risk. So there's a lot of blowout risk on the slate. So I would proceed with caution on the slate. Maybe stay away from cash games. Maybe only stick to GPPs. Okay, let's get right into the analysis real quick. So we got Harden at 12.5. So normally I would say just pay up for Harden and move on in cash games, but the price is all the way up to 12.5, and the matchup's great, but it's at home. The Cavs have been playing terrible. They've just been getting blown out game after game. So you gotta take that in consideration. It's Steph Curry, obviously. So Golden State, they're favored by like 15, I think, against Chicago. So there's blowout risk there, and the same thing here with Ben Simmons. Can Atlanta keep it close? So if the 3 bad teams going on the road against 3 good teams, like there's a lot of blowout risk on the slate. And then you got Lillard. Alyssa's questionable, so if he misses, I would like CJ McCollum and Yusuf Nurkic a lot, and then probably they would start Seth Curry. So I like him a lot as a value play. KEMBA, not really been playing the best basketball here of late, but I do like kind of buying low on guys, and he's still shooting the ball a bunch here. His price is down to 8.3K, and again, this game is kind of one of the more stackable games, so I do like. I kind of do like KEMBA maybe in a bounce back spot here at 8.3K. Then OLADIPO, obviously there's bullet risk here. Knicks, just been playing terrible. OLADIPO kind of been inconsistent here, but the price has come all the way down to 8.2, where I think you could take a shot on him. Down to Mitchell, so we got. Let me go to Utah really quick. Basically, all their point guards are out, so I kind of expect Donovan Mitchell to start at point guard. I don't know if. I'm not even sure. Obviously, Mitru Long is. Well, he did play 1 minute in the 7th, so he should be on the active roster. So maybe he would pick up a start. If not, I think Donovan Mitchell runs the point a lot. Maybe Joe Ingles runs it a bit. So I think Donovan Mitchell is a pretty solid play there, just because he's going to be forced to play some pretty big minutes. Okay, Toronto again. This game, can the Nets keep it close? Definitely a lot of blowout risk, but. He's in a good spot if the Nets keep it close. I'm going to be saying that a lot in the video. If like so-and-so team keep it close, this guy can do good. Chris Dunn, so price is 6.6K. Still seems a little too cheap. I know obviously there's ball risk here, but he is young. He should probably, even in a blowout, probably still play right around 30 minutes, I would guess. So I do kind of like Chris Dunn today. Same thing here with LAVINE. If he plays, it's 6.4K. Even in a blowout, I still think he'd play like 30, maybe a few extra minutes. So LAVINE, Chris Dunn, definitely do like. And McCollum, I would love him if Lillard's out. So I have to kind of wait for news of that. Bledsoe, we got Giannis actually popped up in the injury report. This is probable though? If Giannis misses, then this Milwaukee-Washington game I would stack it completely. I would go Bledsoe, Milton, Brogdon, run it back like BEAL. Otto Porter, ARIZA. It would just be a very easy stack. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts at that. If Giannis misses, if Giannis plays, I still think this game's stackable. I think you can do Giannis, then run it back. BEAL, Otto Porter, probably ARIZA. So that's my thoughts with that game. Trae Young at 6K. He has upside anytime he takes the court. He hasn't really flashed up recently, but should still play right around 30 minutes, even in a blowout. So I think you could take a shot on Trae Young. Let's see, Collison, if he misses, you could look to Corey Joseph or Tyreke Evans as kind of a direct pivot. Okay, let's move on to shooting guard. And BEAL again, so this Milwaukee-Washington game, one of the more stackable games, so I do like BEAL a lot. No John Wall, obviously. Price come down, surprisingly, 8.6K. I know Milwaukee, technically not the best matchup, but they are playing at Washington, so I do think the Wizards do keep it close here. So I do like BEAL a lot here at 8.6K. And then Doncic, 8.4K. Finally, he's limited a lot here because of blowouts. Last couple games, 35 and 36 minutes. So I do like that they're playing him more. And I know the price has jumped up, but he's been playing some pretty good basketball here recently. So I think Doncic is a pretty solid play there. And again, this Dallas-Minnesota game I think is kind of stackable as well. I don't really see a blowout happening there. Let's see. Jimmy Butler, I'm really concerned that Philly just runs the court with Atlanta. Let's see. So Joe Ingles here, 5.7. I think would play a few extra minutes here. He's played 33, 32, and 35 minutes the last 3 games. Utah very thin right now at the guard position, so maybe Ingles picks up a few extra minutes. So I think he's actually a pretty solid play there, 5.7K. Let's see, cheap guys. Koji should pick up a start again. Played 33, 34, and 37 minutes, but it's really just been unproductive. But he doesn't need to do much. But again, he's really has kind of just been standing in the corner on offense. So I guess he's okay at 4.3K. JJ Barea, if I knew he could get 25 minutes or so, I'd love him. But they're just limiting him right now, where I don't think he's really in play. Evan Turner at 4K. So actually, if Lillard misses, Evan Turner would probably run a point a decent amount too. So if Lillard misses, I would actually probably lock and load Evan Turner. He's already going to play a few extra minutes here with no Mo Harkless. So I would probably lock in Evan Turner if Lillard does miss. All right, let's move on to small forward. And Giannis here at the top in a dream matchup against Washington. So if he plays, probably the star I want to pay up for on the slate, obviously, is Giannis. So we're going to have to kind of wait for news there. But if he does play, I think he is the stud I want on the slate. Because all the other studs, Durant, potential blowout, Kawhi, potential blowout, Ben Simmons, potential blowout, all these stars they're in great spots if the opposing team can keep it close. But there's a lot of blowout risk on this slate. So that's why I kind of would proceed with caution and maybe take it easier. Don't go too crazy just because there's so much blowout risk on the slate. Otto Porter, so again, this game I do like. I think it does stay close. And 5.8K just seems too cheap. He should be inserted back in the starting lineup pretty soon here. So I do like Otto as well as ARIZA here. Both these guys should play 30-plus minutes in a game that should stay close. So Otto, ARIZA, I do like. So Thad Young, we could give a look to if Miles Turner misses again. I think Thad Young would definitely be a pretty solid play. So we're going to have to kind of wait for news with that. Let's see. So Jeff Green, things okay, but he's kind of being limited here, 27-25 minutes. So I think I just prefer paying a little extra for ARIZA or Otto Porter. Probably Otto Porter would be my favorite wing besides Brad Beal from Washington. KORKMAZ, you could give a look to if JJ Redick misses again. He's been playing some pretty solid basketball, but again, he is kind of scoring dependent. So if his shot's not falling, he definitely can lay a goose egg there. Okay, let's move on to power forward. And again, all the stars are in great spots, but there's a lot of blowout risk. And then you got John Collins, who I've been on a lot here recently. He's been too cheap. The price had come up a little bit at 7.8K. The only way, he's going to play minutes no matter what. He's a young guy in a blowout. Even if the game turns into a blowout, he's going to play minutes no matter what. The only way I think he really doesn't get there is his foul trouble, which is definitely a big if. He has gotten in foul trouble a lot here recently. But I think if he can stay out of foul trouble, I think Collins can have a pretty solid game. And Sabonis, I would really like if Miles Turner misses again, so we're going to have to kind of wait for news there. Then you could also look to Kyle O'Quinn as a value play, also a little revenge. So we're going to have to kind of wait for news of Miles Turner. Kuzma, he had that big game against the Pistons, put up 41 actual points in only 29 minutes too. Didn't really see the court in the fourth quarter. Utah, not the best matchup, but the price is still, I think he's a little underpriced there at 7.2. Ibaka again, in a great spot here, but can the Nets keep it close where he plays full minutes? I don't know. I think you can take a shot at Ibaka here. The Stars, if they turn in a blowout, that's obviously, that hurts them a lot more than guys kind of like cheaper in the mid tier like Ibaka. It doesn't have to do too much really to get you there. Let's see. The bigs for the Bulls are just they're playing such inconsistent minutes, and they got Bobby Portis back now too. So I don't know. I think out of the Bulls bigs, I think Bobby Portis would probably be my favorite. Should play around 20, 25 minutes. He's a pretty high usage guy off the bench, so I think he'd probably be my favorite Chicago big guy. And then O'Quinn again. If Miles Turner misses, I think you could look to him as a solid value play, also revenge. And then again, Embiid in a blow-up spot here against Atlanta, but can they keep it close? I don't know. There's definitely some blowout risk. Towns, I think it's pretty solid here, 10.2. The concern is new coach for Minnesota did say he wanted to kind of lengthen, add guys to the rotation and kind of scale back on some guys' minutes. So that does concern me a little bit with Towns. Jeff T, guys like that. Nurkic, I really like him. Got in foul trouble here the last two games and only played 19 and 21 minutes, but put up 28 and 32 fantasy points. If LILLARD misses, I would really like Nurkic to stay at 8.1K. Let's see, Gobert at 8K. Never really a guy I like playing, but in a pretty good matchup here against the Lakers. I think he does have some upside, so I would consider Gobert. CAPELA. Again, can the Caps keep it close? They can. I think CAPELA could have a pretty big game. Let's see. So Tristan Thompson. So we got Nance out. So the only bigs really are Tristan Thompson and Ante Zizic. I guess Channing Frye too. It's kind of annoying that he's still playing, but I think Tristan Thompson plays 30 minutes no matter what, even in a blowout. So 5.8K, that's just too cheap for him. So I do like him quite a bit. Against the Pelicans, it just didn't shoot the ball well. 2 of 9, but got 10 points, 5 assists. So if he shot the ball a little better, he could have had a pretty solid night. He also had no blocks and no steals. So I think Tristan Thompson, pretty solid play there, 5.8. Let's see, Derek Favors. Yeah, I guess he's okay. I guess some of the Jazz guys probably asked to play a few extra minutes. So Hernan Gomez, Biyombo, I definitely think you could take a shot on one of these guys. Portland does run pretty big with Nurkic, and then when he's out, they're putting Myers Leonard, Zach Collins. I think Hernan Gomez, Biyombo, going to kind of split the center minutes. So I think you could take a shot on one of these two guys. Both of them do have some pretty big upside. So kind of a coin flip for me with Hernan Gomez and Biyombo. Alex Len, I think you could take a shot in GPPs. Philly obviously plays big with Embiid. Deadman definitely could get in foul trouble. So I think Alex Len, definitely pretty solid GPP play there at 4.2K. And yeah, I think that's about it. So again, the slate it's risky because there's so much blowout potential in a lot of these games. But I mean, you could take a shot on Chicago Golden State, and maybe Chicago somehow keeps it close, and a lot of the Golden State guys could have a good game. Or you could take a shot on Atlanta Philly. Maybe Atlanta keeps it close. Big games with Trae Young and John Collins, and you can just run it back with Embiid, Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, or something like that. There's just a lot of blowout risk, but I think there is, you could take a shot on a lot of these different games. But again, in my opinion, the two most stackable games that I think can stay close are probably Milwaukee, Washington, as well as Charlotte and Portland. So take with that information what you want. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you have been enjoying the content, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. It's also important to follow me on Twitter. It will be in the description below. I'll give my thoughts as more news comes out throughout the day. And yeah, I'll be back for another video on Saturday. So I'll see you guys then.